Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all our viewers. My name is Gopika Nair and I'm an IT professional. Today we're here to discuss about a few conflicts that the youth face when stepping into adulthood. Youth is that period of life filled with passion, lots of energies, full of zeal and enthusiasm. However, in this phase of youth, there is an increased responsibility. We have with us Dr. Vaishali, who will answer the questions of the youth. Dr. Vaishali is a homeopath and an MD in alternative medicine. She is a psychological counselor. She is also a yoga and pranic healing trainer. She is the author of the book Midlife Marvels. She has an exceptional experience of 25 years. Hi, Doctor, how are you?
Good. How are you, Gopika?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, we've picked up an interesting topic today, which is about the youth. As I mentioned in the introduction, when they transition into adulthood, there's a lot of responsibilities, there's career, and there's a lot of things to manage at the same time. So, my first question to you is it's a very common question that adults or youth have. Once you're already working, right, you're in a career, it pays you really well, but they're not satisfied because probably they might be thinking in the mind, or it must be there, that they're not pursuing their passion. So, what and how should such an internal conflict be dealt with?
Okay, so I think, yeah, this is a very important question that most of the people, most of the adults, like you all are into the transition phase of, youngsters going into adulthood where a lot of responsibilities start coming in. Might not be you already have responsibilities you might be starting with, or you're looking or foreseeing those responsibilities, but yes. So nowadays we are getting lots and lots of people who have this kind of a problem because all of a sudden you come to know that, oh, I really didn't want to do this. And some people, sometimes the glitter is so much that you tend to, pick up certain things. Or nowadays you have campus interviews, and also just after the degree you are picked up and you get into that job, and after some time you just find out ki, okay, I'm not enjoying this. Or you really are having that amount of money which is very good enough or which is very lucrative, but you just are not enjoying about it.
It could be for people who are working, in fact, like, who have 10 years of work experience as well. Even they might be
So because
experiencing.
you're in that transition phase, probably that passion is just trying to pop up. Some people who get into the adulthood and they are going on with a long period of time with their job, they also start getting draining off, and then they are clueless as to should I go with my passion, because this is really not very intriguing right now. So but then the temptation of the pay is so much, and you have so many responsibilities, be it family, be it your relations, or whatever it is. But yes, it is a responsibility phase in life. So it becomes really difficult to whether you should follow your passion or just go for, the money's sake or the job which is going up steady. So I would put it as, you start thinking about your passion. Right now, keep your job profile as it is, because all of a sudden you come to know that you're not enjoying. But probably in that phase, you might not be in a better position to really think what I should do next instead of the job. So I would just recommend that you hold on to that job which is really good enough for that moment. See if what is the problem that is making you feel that I should follow my passion, because all this time you were hooked onto it. So why did this happen? Is there more responsibility on you, or is just that is the boredom, you are just done with it and you want to do something new, explore something else? So I would say take a pen and pencil, jot it down what you really want to do, what you want to pursue later on. Because in previous time it was okay to be in one job or whatever you're doing from the beginning to the end, and you were said to be very good. But nowadays if you are changing things, it is said that you're far more better
Exploring
than
life.
yeah. So I think this is good enough. So I think you should explore life, and for that, just find out, take your time to understand what you really want to do. Because in that spur of moment, if you just skip from here to there, and then you realize ki, okay, this was really not for me, or after a certain period of time, some other things really become important in life, and probably you might feel ki, okay, I took a wrong decision or something like that. So I just want you all to sit back, think properly as to what you really want to do, and find certain ways where the passion and the job profile, what you are doing, or if you want to explore something new with a good pay package, just think which can gel.
So, our next question is about there are various circumstances where in people have to take breaks, and it might affect them. They might be having stress and they might be dealing with anxiety. There's a lot of pressure. As in, youth are supposed to be the future of the country. So,
Yeah.
what and how should this be dealt with? This amount of pressure, or if they are going through something internally, how should that be dealt with?
Okay, so once you have started with the job, yeah, there are so many circumstances which come ahead in life where you need to take a break. And as I mentioned before, that you might just not be enjoying it. So yes, there comes a time where you feel that people need to take certain breaks to think back and literally understand what's going on in my life. Or genuinely, there are certain breaks, especially in women, we see
Yeah.
that when they get married, when the girls get married, and then they are pregnant with kids, and the kids are very small, they need to take care of them and all that. So there is a break which is there. So I have seen in my practice many females, for that matter, the confidence goes low, and then again picking themselves up again and getting and moving ahead becomes a bit difficult. So a lot of stress is involved. Similarly, in the men, I see so many men, especially the IT, I would rather put as, though they are having a good job profile, good lucrative job, they are highly paid also, but still somewhere they are not happy, and therefore sometimes they do feel that just I want to leave some everything here, and I just want to have a peace of mind, or some quietude or tranquility or something of that sort, and I'm happy to do whatever it comes, and it's okay of not getting that much amount which I'm getting in the IT job profile, because the stress which is involved there is mighty. And really, I think the understanding of quietude or tranquility comes when you go through all this. So this is very, very important to deal with, because if if you're not going to tackle it right here, it's going to cause a problem later on. So there are many things what you can do, but yes, stress is very important to deal with, because if you do not deal with stress, you tend to start getting anxiety, then you might go into depression, and you just don't know when you can fall in this abyss. Okay. So for stress, I think meditation is a very loosely used term, but everyone needs to meditate in today's date, because meditation is not spiritual per se. Okay, it really relaxes your brain, and it activates your brain cells as well. Okay, so somewhere, if there is a certain boredom, or in females that I just mentioned, that there is a break, and then for you all to pick up again and be on that same profile, it really becomes difficult. So I've seen a lot of cases of depression, especially in this phase with women. And men, of course, they come to a certain point where they're not enjoying whatever they're getting. So I think meditation is the best part. For physical exercise, I would say yoga is good, but you can join a gym or just go and exercise, go in the open air, walk for certain periods of time. I would rather put it as, take your kids also along with you, do the yoga with them. When you're meditating, make them sit beside you. So, what happens as a family, you start enjoying whatever energies have just drained out from you because of some pattern that you're following,
Or the stress at work.
or whatever
Yeah.
stress, whatever is going on, even relationship stress,
Yeah.
any kind of stress that is going on, I think when you're doing things together, it really helps. And when you are with your partner, just vent it out, see to your kids what they really want. Might be they are also wanting your time or something of that sort. So I think it's the need of the hour to really sit and understand what you want in life. So things like meditation, which is an inward, transition. So you need to do that on a physical. If you are a very physical person, please go out and exercise, go in the open air, go for trekking, go, I would say, go for long walks. It's amazing in the morning to go for long walks, sit in some sun, because the energy of the sun is also very good. It's really regenerating. So I think that's also very important. And very very small things, like have a good healthy diet, because most of the times, I'm sorry to say, but because nowadays, even the women, I understand, they have to give 100% everywhere. So cooking daily on a daily basis becomes difficult. So we are ordering outside food, or we are onto junks, or we are hoteling a lot nowadays. It's not like previous times, but try to have healthy food as much as possible. So that is again very important, because that gives you a lot of fresh energies also. So I think these small small things can really help for you to move ahead in life. So somewhere you can sit down, as I mentioned before, sit down wherever you're going wrong, just try to find out where is the leak of the energy which is happening, and what you really need to mend it. So sometimes these small decisions really help you to pick yourself up. Not necessarily you have to take very big decisions in life, you like changing your jobs and changing your profiles, to just find that peace of mind. So peace of mind can be found just at your home as well, and with healthy relationships as well. So I think you need to make a happier environment, uh, and that will give you peace. So the stress automatically just moves out of the window, and you are stress free, because stress is just a part of life. I think
Exactly.
you also would be having
Exactly.
stress in some
It's
way.
like everything is your how exhausted you are, how drained you are. So it's all about energies. And if you're experiencing something, if you're going through something, you need to know how to pick yourself up. So
Yeah.
doctor has definitely given some amazing tips, like these are basic. In fact, trekking is definitely becoming popular now, especially post COVID. People want to go out.
See, understand
Yeah.
why you want to go out again. You were really desperate. People were desperate when till this COVID get over, and when we will move out. So because we are craving for that energy, that positivity, that enthusiasm, that exuberance, what
Yeah.
we were lacking when we are sitting in the four corners of our home, four walls where we are just closed down. So I think we should be just opening up, letting go whatever it was happening before, and just start afresh.
Yeah.
Something of that sort.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, doctor. So our next question is about as you've already given so many tips for us, but this is specifically about relationships that people do not know how to balance, or I would say maintain relationships in a healthy way. If let's say there's a friction at work with maybe boss or colleagues, and maybe coming and venting it out at home. So this needs to kind of go down, or people need to understand how to have a control of your own self, right? And basically, a healthier environment will be a healthier you, right? And the healthier
Right, right.
relationships.
Yeah. Absolutely. A very very important question, I feel. This is because if we go to ourselves and see कि we are really not healthy. Physically we might look healthier, but we are not able to balance our emotions properly. And therefore, as I always say, that first things happen at the thought process. So if you do not know the way your thought process is going on, or you cannot channelize it, I do not say you have to go zero on your thought processes, but if you're not able to channelize these thought processes, they just go berserk. And then if you do not control it there, then they come on the physical body. So it's just like having acidity. So you have a lot of stress. When you do not cater to your stress, later on it gives you acidity symptoms.
Okay.
So this happens a lot, and I think so many people just happen to fall under this category of acidity problems. So we really need to understand, because the relationships matter here a lot. Unless and until you have a healthy relationship, to whatever you are going through with whoever it is, you don't settle down with it, you're not going to feel happy from within. And if you do not feel happy from within, you, wherever you go, you're going to carry on with that small
Negative,
face,
yeah.
negative energies, I would say. Or people also start avoiding you in some manner. If you, for example, if you know are with one of your friend who's feeling really very low, you don't know, by no reason before you were just happy, and when you are with that someone, you automatically drop down with your energy. So what is happening, that person is radiating that kinds of energy, so automatically you also start feeling that way. So we need to understand that it's not the other person who's giving you problems, be it in your job profile, be it with your boss, be it at home. If you're having a husband, your wife, or your kids, you're putting everything on the kids. Sometimes the kids really give you a lot of tough time. So the parents want to force things on the kids. It doesn't happen that way. So we need to be serene. Serene is a very high word, but yeah, you need to be balanced emotionally, and you need to understand what you need to go for it to do it. So I think first inculcate it into you, and whatever tips I have shared with you all, start doing that, so that you get balanced, and therefore your relationship with other people will start improving. And you feeling that that person is really very notorious, or he's nudging you all the time, that won't happen, because you're at peace. Ulta, the person who is really behaving in that manner, when he comes in your aura, he is also automatically going to feel good, and probably he'll just change his behavior, and you might just feel what miracle is happening.
It's
all of a
the
sudden,
reaction, right?
yeah,
That's what matters.
Absolutely. So the way you behave, it's like whatever you give, you receive. So
Yeah.
if you're going to just share the happiness and that bubbliness and that positive energy to others, it will just come back to you, it will rebound to you in that form.
Correct.
So I think the tips which I gave, that can help you to build up those energies. And once you start feeling good, you can also go into your hobbies, your work profile. I understand there's not much time, but some amount, at least half an hour, 15 minutes, just inculcate
For
your
your own
hobbies or
self.
something like
Yeah.
that, just to rewind yourself. So I think that would really help. Not taking everyone, just give yourself some 15-20 minutes. You can just sit back, just jog on your memory through the whole day, wherever whatever I have done, just go through that and just find out, okay, here I shouldn't have done this or that, and then the next day you try to improve. It will not happen all of a sudden, but yes, as you move ahead, after certain days, weeks, months, definitely the change will be there, because I see the change in my practice when I keep on telling people all these tips, and when they really follow, there is a dramatic change which is seen. So I think, yes, relationships are beautiful. It's just that we don't have time to really, nurture them. So yes, time, we need to remove some time. We cannot say there's no time. Everyone has time. It's just prioritizing your things. So you prioritize what you really want, and you can plan it out for a week, when you need to give time to someone, where you need to be with yourself, where you can have your hobbies to be put in, or something like that. For 5 days a week, you just do that and unwind on Saturday, Sunday. Have your own Saturday, Sunday time, where you can just unwind and do whatever you feel like. It's completely fine. I think we have come with the US schedule of, enjoying for weekends.
So it's more like, for the viewers, I must say that it's about how you will keep yourself, right? If you are going to be
Absolutely.
healthy, then everything around you is going to be healthy. Definitely, the tiff will affect, because some things cannot be forgotten, right? Some impression or some fight with someone is not something that you can forget easily.
It's not so easy.
Yeah. So I think maybe with practice, definitely.
We need to practice, because I think sometimes, at least sometimes, we need to put ourselves in that person's shoes and find out, okay, why did this person really react?
And I think,
So-
yeah, we should also forgive, right?
I think you need to forgive. I understand that's very tough, but if you inculcate this, it will happen over a period of time. We just need to be going, and the change will happen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking your time and answering all of our questions. We have so many tips in each of the answers that Doctor has given, and I think all of us must definitely follow and inculcate. So we definitely request all of you to share this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you and helping me to, address these points which are really very important in today's time. So thank you so much.